Hi everyone, Gina with Belly Beads Paper Jewelry here today to bring you a tutorial on Morse code bracelets. And here I have today that I'm wearing one that I just created. It has a magnet clasp to it. I think these were really rather unique to make because originally they were made with glass beads. So of course I had to try to incorporate my paper beads into it, which I have, and I will share with you tonight. So Morse code is a method used in telecommunications to encode text characters as a standardized sequence of two different signal durations. And they're called dots and dashes. So it's named after Samuel Morse, an inventor of the telegraph, which I thought it was kind of neat. So I'm going to show you exactly how it all began. Let's see, I have two paper, and you can actually bring this up on the website. It's the International Morse Code, and it will give you all the decoding of each letter, and that's one of them. This one's a little bit more clearer. Okay, so for A, there is a dot and a dash. For B, there's a dash and three dots. So each one indicates a letter, which you can spell out a name or a quote or a phrase. So the Morse code system for telegraphy, which was the first it used back in the 1800s, was designed to make indentions as a paper tape, or on the paper tape, I'm sorry, with electrical current. So that's where this came from, which was kind of neat. So I know back when I was younger, we used to make these out of plastic beads. And then recently I seen them with glass beads. And of course I had to incorporate my paper beads into it. So here I have some paper beads that I've created for the dashes. They're quite tiny. They're my dashes. And these are my dots. Okay, so I made different colors as well. And these are yellow, and I have blue. I'm not sure if you could see that on camera. These are blue. And the one I made here, I have a little saying on this. It says beach time, because that's my favorite time. And I made it blue for the ocean. I have some others that I had created. This one has a magnet clasp. They all do. And this is really nice. It's easier to place on your wrist. And this one says peace, which we all want. And this one says yoga. And it just is a nice reminder when I have it on my wrist that I need to practice my yoga as much as I can. So these are great little reminders to wear, and you can give to friends. It's like your own secret coding. So let's start. I started off with the Beadalon wire beading string, and this is the 0.61 millimeters. Now this is the first time I'm actually using the wire, and I have to tell you, I am really impressed with it. I really like it. It really gives a nice, it's 49 strands braided into it. I'm not sure if the camera could pick that up, but it's a silver color, and it's really cool, and I love it. So I went ahead and already cut the strip for my wrist. We're going to have our tools, of course, our crimping tools, our needle nose, and our wire cutters. I'll put this to the side. And I actually have here are my bead stoppers, which I love because they help to help string without having them go all over the place. And then I have my magnet clasps. And then here I have which is really nice, because I know all of you know me and my crimp beads. When I crimp them, I don't like the way they look sometimes, so I'll go ahead and cover them with a crimp cover, which is really nice. It kind of gives a nice finishing touch. Or you can use some of these. These are another crimp covers. And I think I have one of them on my bracelet. So let me go ahead and show you what they look like too. They're kind of neat. Okay, there you go. And you just go ahead and hook them into your magnet clasp, and then just go ahead and crimp them. That's after you've placed a crimp bead in there and you just want to cover it up. I also have here, they are tubes. You can create tubes, put tubes on your wire if you'd like. There's a ton of things. Or you can just go ahead and just fill them in with your beads. Or like I have on here, I've used silver, balls, little beads. I mean, it's endless of what you can use. So let's go ahead and start this. So today I'm going to make the word sun. I just like the sun, so I'm just going to put sun. So for sun, we're going to need 3 dots. And then it's U, it's 2 dots and a dash. And for N, it's a dash and a dot. Now, the best way to begin this is either have your beading board or somewhere that you can go ahead and spell it out first. Okay, so let's do our S. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and use my, my peach color. So I'm going to do, for the S, it's 3 dots. And then U, now I need a spacer between that because that's for the S. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use a silver bead. I can go ahead and use my paper beads, but I think I'm going to just use that. Okay, and then we're going to do U, and that's 2 dots and a dash. So here's my dash. And then I'm going to put a spacer. And then N for the letter N would be a dash and a dot. And here's the dot. Okay. Now I'm going to end it with the sides being just my spacers there. All right, and then I'm going to grab my, I'm going to go ahead and grab my wire. And I'm going to start from here. Now you can go ahead and place them on little by little, one by one. But I think I'm going to see if I can just go ahead and do this and put them right all through. Probably not, but oh well. But it'll be easier. And we just go ahead. Now remember, also, you want to make sure that when you're spelling it, that it's on your wrist the right way. It's not upside down. I think this was just a really neat way of expressing, moods or just inspirational quotes. I mean, you can have a full arm of all positive quotes on there. So I love the beach. I love the sand. I love the sun. So I can have quite a bit of bracelets and they can be all stackable. And you can put them in all different colors too. Like this one, it's the sun. I could have used the yellow for sun. All right, so here is the last one. Now, this is a pretty small way. I can have them all loose on here. Or if I want to, I can go ahead and just fill them up with all these spacer ones and put the silver beads on them. I think I'll just put a couple on, a couple more. And remember, each side, be mindful of each side that you have the same amount on each side of your beads. So I have here, I have 4, and I'm going to add 3 more to make it even on the other side. Alrighty, so there we go. I think that's nice. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And now I'm going to get ready for my crimping bead. And I'm going to place my crimp bead over that. And I'm going to grab my magnet. Now there's quite a number of ways of doing this, and how you finish off your bracelets, it's really up to you. You can go ahead and feed this through like that, as I mentioned in my other bracelets, and then you're done with it. Or you can go ahead and use one of the crimp covers, and we can do that too towards the end. All right, so let's go ahead and let's crimp this. I love this wire. This is the first time I'm using it, and I have to tell you, it looks like a sterling silver wire. I'm just going to go ahead and remember they're magnets, so they're getting caught on my tools. I'm going to try to bring that up a little bit. I'm going to get my crimp. Okay. It's magnet. It's holding on to my, there we go. I'll bring that all the way up and crimp them. And there we go. Now what I like to do is cut this little piece off. And I love using my crimp covers. I just think it just gives a nice added little feature there. It finishes off really nice. But they are a little difficult to handle. They're slippery. So I'm going to go ahead and use my crimp tools. Slippery little suckers. There we go. And as you can see, I'm going to close that up. Now, of course, I didn't crimp that crimper tight enough. That's why it's peeking out. But I think you get the idea. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to go ahead and do the other side. And make sure that I have the exact same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Get my crimper, my crimp bead, and then my clasp. And again, as I mentioned, you can always finish off your beads any way you like. This wire is really nice, and it's a little tough to bend, which is great because then you know your piece of jewelry is not going to break on you, but it is really awesome. I'm really liking it a lot. It's the first time I'm using it. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to get my crimper. Crimp that there. I'm going to close it up a little bit more. I'm going to get my cover that up. Whoops. The magnet is connecting to it, so that's what's creating the difficulty for me to close it, but I think I've got it. It's going to stay right there. Oh, it's not staying for me. Okay. I think I got it. And then once I'm done, I'm going to clip the remaining, my clippers. And there we go. That's really pretty. I like this moment in pink. Could have done yellow for sun. And there we have it. We have a beautiful Morse code bracelet And nobody knows what it is unless they know Morse code, which was memorized back in the, I guess, 1800s. They had to memorize them for SOS and distress signals. So there we go. And it says sun. I love this. So this is something that I like to give as gifts, but I am also selling them. I have my website, Belly Beads. The website is bellybeads.com, and then I also have a Facebook page, so check me out there too. And if you like this video, you can go ahead and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and click on the bell so you know when my next video is coming up. So thank you everyone, and have fun.